course, showing the breakdown, and we're going to show Ferra as well. But before Ferra, let's take a look at
Homelander.
Homelander,
guys, let's go, Laser Boy.
All right, let's take a look at Homelander.
All right,
excited. Let's do it.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
He's levitating.
So, you know, as you'd expect, not exactly a martial artist, more of a brawler. He just kind of punches you really quickly and
back fist,
really hard.
Shoulder tackle.
I think his throw really shows his strength.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
That got data mined. We talked about that yesterday.
The cockiness of it is great. He also has his eye beams, which he uses on his down 4, his sweep, and a bunch of his special moves, which we'll get into.
We were right.
Lasers.
His sweep and down 4.
Lasers.
Like,
they're lasers.
His ducking attack, or just ducking, just shows off his personality. Like,
it's
what are you
great.
gonna do?
Yeah,
Just,
he's so
waiting,
cocky. We're ants to him.
That's
so
funny.
let's check out one of his key normals, his back 1. This is his normal that has the most range.
Dang,
it is a Han,
dude.
So you got to look out for down
Look at the
pokes and
space
duckers.
on that.
But it has great range, and you can hit from into a combo, and he just shoves you
God.
away.
And then the laser spam after that, it's going to be brutal.
It's a great point.
It's going to be brutal.
Then for mids, he has this forward 1, which it doesn't quite have the range of a back 1, but it is mid, which is great.
Back fist.
The spinning backhand.
Which is one of my favorite moves in game.
Very disrespectful.
You do it in the office all day long.
Not great.
No.
Back 2-2, 1+3 ends in a throw where he gouges your eye out.
I was going to say,
I love the design team really nailed it. This
out.
guy fights dirty. Despite his
awesome.
super strength, he's just
That's
nasty
awesome.
about the way he fights.
So is he pushing your eyeball in or pulling your eyeball out?
I think he's pushing it out and then throwing away the
That's awesome.
What a jerk.
little...
The Detrius.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Another normal I'd love to show is forward 4, which is this low laser sweep, and you can actually
Oh,
combo off of
no.
it. I think that'll be one of his best combo starters.
Bruh. He's
and
broke.
it hits low, which is always
broke.
great.
He's
and then
broke.
lastly, this normal I think is probably his coolest, is this ear clap. He claps you in the ear.
Jason,
It actually
MKX.
does this cool, like, deafening sound effect, and then it has a neat little bonus where if it's a counter hit, he gets a full combo.
Bruh.
Cool. And it's like another sort of reference to the show, too, which I love.
Exactly. One of the best scenes from season 2, I think.
OP.
So let's go over his special moves.
The sound effects should be
First
pretty
off,
funny to
the
hear.
eye beams. Everyone saw them in the trailer. He's got a straight beam.
Okay.
The EX1 is extra powerful and knocks you down.
Okay.
Low one, you can use it to go under fireballs, stuff like that. Keep them from advancing forward. An anti-air one.
Okay.
It's pretty self-explanatory. If you think
Yeah.
they're going to jump, you do it, and they'll regret jumping.
Yep.
Dude.
And then he has a sweeping laser, which is very cool. The startup is pretty slow, but on hit, you get this big knockback. You can do corner combos.
Carries them.
And on blocked, they're pushed back. So this one is kind of, hey, you're up close, I want to keep you away. And that complements the ones where you are away and I want to keep you away, or keep you contained.
Yeah, if you're in the corner, you do corner combs.
Bro, that's going to be so
right, corner
annoying.
combs.
Good old corner comes. Bring that back.
The donkey
and
kick.
Good luck. Good luck. And
That's gonna be
also
annoying.
For people that might be wondering, Homelander's earpiece is his cape, belt, and the shoulder paddy things.
Pauldrons.
No
We
one
talked
uses
about
that.
that. We were
No one
right.
uses that word.
The leaks
All
were
right,
true.
so he also has this flight move where he flies up in the air and then comes down looking very, very cocky and regal. If you EX it, it has armor and it knocks them down. So that's kind of his, hey, you're up
Ermac-esque.
close, you're pressuring me, get off me move. He literally gets off, like flies up and is just gone. Then he has this god complex move in the air where he kind of goes into
Mystic
this,
Bomb.
Praise me.
yeah, very, very arrogant pose.
Regal.
And you can go left or right and float, release it at any time.
Man,
You can
the animation's
land
kind of wonky, to be honest.
or go directly into flight, which we'll talk about in a minute. And that's a low hitting move when he comes down, little stomp. And then
Bruh.
probably his most like kind of notable move, that the move that kind of wraps everything together, is the Diabolical Dash, command dash.
How the glue of his
Okay.
Exactly. Like everything ties to this. He dashes forward, it's a command dash, it's back forward too. And from there, he has 4 different options. He
Jeez.
has the pop-up you've seen,
Yeah.
where he knocks you up,
Leads to air
gets a
comms.
combo.
So easy.
He has this knee, which is safe on block and mid. You get a
Seth
knockdown.
Rollins.
He has the big ol' mighty boot. It's
boot.
plus on block and
Kevin
knocks
Nash,
them
big
down.
boot.
And my favorite.
The grab, which is actually like a throw. Like if
I
they're
like that.
stand blocking, they'll be thrown.
That's cool.
Which you can do from to throw from distance.
Damn, bro.
Right. So you can go in and do a throw, go in and do, like if you think they're going to duck block, you can use this mid and get framed.
He's got so many
all the different kind of
tools.
mix-ups you can think of.
He's got
got
so
all the
many tools, dude.
Pretty much. Like his
Holy
offense
shit.
is kind of tied to this Diabolical Dash, which you can also do in the air, and it has slightly different
Come on.
like animations. Like the throw becomes this cool neck snap where he drops them down. And the back forward one becomes like a ground combo instead of knocking you up. And you can do both to like do long combos, which you can see in the trailer and the fight we're going to show after this.
Oh yeah, there were some long air combos in that trailer, and I was like, that looks nice.
His combos are very fun to do too.
Dude,
So then let's talk about flight.
He's
At
OP.
any point, you can get up in flip stance and it'll start floating. And from there you can move around completely. It's full flight.
okay.
He also then you can drop down, and he gains.
So let's say it one more time, like because it is a different way of getting into the air too. You're
Correct.
using your flip stance button and up.
Yes, that's right. And from there, he has a couple of new moves. He has a down beam. He has straight beam, so you can kind of keep them grounded, keep them out of the air, which is exactly what he wants. And then he can do the Diabolical Dash from flight.
Okay.
So you can do stuff like all the different moves. You can do the grab.
I like how the
You can
grab
just
did
land,
not
and you
connect
can
there.
use it to get in very
Good
quickly.
job.
You can use it to go past them for mix-ups.
This is pre-recorded. Come
owns
on.
And he
the
can
air.
drop down.
That's basically-
Exactly.
he
And if
owns
you
the
look at
air.
the rest of his kit, a lot of it is based on keeping you out of the air. So
And
then
he is
he's free.
Oh, dude, he's broke.
Exactly. Now, I think one of the coolest things, though, is you can actually use it a lot quicker than you might think, and you can go into his air normals.
Okay.
Here's my favorite example. You'll notice we talked a lot about lows, throws, and all that, but I never said the word overhead. Typically, he doesn't really have an overhead. However, air attacks are overheads. So what you can do
Oh, wow.
is go into flight almost instantly
In the
and
mist,
do
yeah.
a jump attack. I'll show you.
Yeah, there you go.
And that counts as an overhead.
There's
Exactly.
there's
Now
some
I'll do
depth
it
to
very
this.
slowly, so you can
Definitely
kinda
a
see
little
what I
learning
mean.
curve to
I'm
make
going
the
into
most
flight,
of it, but shouldn't
hitting
be that
4,
hard.
going into a jump attack, canceling that into Diabolical Dash 1 into my combo.
Yeah.
So it's almost like,
That's
very,
pretty sick.
very, and I don't want to say instant, but very quickly you can go into flight,
Resetting
cancel
it
into a
in a
jump
way.
attack, which becomes an overhead, and that's going
Yeah.
to complement all his mixes.
Damn,
so you can mix it up
dude.
with the 4-4, the throw. You could not do the jump
He's
attack. You
OP.
could Diabolical Dash over their
He's
head,
OP.
come down, just land. All the options you can do in the air, you can do just on the ground. You can do it in combos and instantly go into flight. You can then,
Fuck.
resume your zoning, or again, Diabolical Dash in, land if you don't, fake them out, go
So
for a
it's-
50-50.
It's interesting, like his ground version, you don't have to be worried about overheads, but you always have to be worried about overheads because of his flight. So
Exactly.
he actually does have overheads. It's just
Takes
they're
a bit
getting
more
it.
effort.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. I think it's a really neat
Damn,
way
that's a
to
good
do
balance.
his mobility and
Yeah.
his mix-ups, all
But
tied
still
around
doable.
the Diabolical Dash and the flight. I think when you first start playing him, he'll seem, like I said, pretty straightforward, jack of all trades, just kind of a brawler, and you're like, that's cool, his animations are cool, this is all great. When you get into flight, you're like, wow, hitting these buttons is really, really fun. He kind of really opens up when you start looking into flight. I think it's a ton of fun.
A lot of satisfying combos, basically.
Yeah, I think he'll really appeal to kind of creative people that like, the setups and the big combos and stuff like that. He'll be a great, here's this video on Twitter of the stuff you can do in the corner
Yeah.
using sweeping laser into flight. It's very
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
And we haven't even talked about what people will be using for cameos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For real.
I mean, again, that can just complement his mix-ups, complement, you could have a cameo. Like you could use, for example, if you're having trouble keeping them out of the air, Sonya's Square Wave. And then the last thing I want to talk about is his Fatal Blow. He can do it on the ground. It's a
I
low
can't
laser,
show it.
But then a neat thing, he can do it in flight.
Jeez, bro. Come on. They gave him everything. They gave him everything. What can he do?
And that is Homelander.
Yep.
Soup's awesome. Soup's awesome.
Soups.
Pretty OP.
He's a nasty guy.
Pretty OP.
Really interesting, just the
Pretty
mobility
OP.
of the flight. And Homelander
He'll be
will
nerfed in a month.
soon, but we're not quite done yet because we do want to show the new cameo that's coming out later.
Woo!
Farrah.
Yeah, I'm really
Let's
excited
go.
for this one.
I was a huge
Glad
Farrah
she's
fan
back.
in X. I've been very much looking forward to Farrah being in the game, and she is not disappointing me.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite of the post-release cameos. I think I love that little gremlin. I
Oh,
love her
that's
little
saying a lot.
voice. I like her personality. She's great.
She's crazy. I love
It has
it.
a lot of fun things, and we're going to show them here right
Let's
now.
do it. Let's do
take a
it.
look
Let's
at
do it.
Farrah.
All right, so the way she works is
'Kay.
very interesting.
Here we
It's
go.
not like most cameos. You hit R1 and you basically become
Tor.
like Farrah Tor.
Woo.
She controls your movement now. I absolutely loved the
Tugging
walking
you back.
back.
She's in
Yeah.
control. Yeah.
Hard to
And
believe it's been
everybody
almost
hit
10
gives you
years.
A different classic Farrah Tor move. Like, let's start with one of the most iconic is that neutral jump
Nice
punch
little-
from MKX.
I
Neutral
stand
jump.
that as a player.
I think
Can confirm, can
every Farrah Tor player did.
There was no reason not to.
Right.
Damn.
Standing one.
I miss
becomes this
MKX.
big wind-up punch. It's a mid-combo
Dude,
starter.
look at that. What the hell?
Covers a good amount of distance.
It does. 2 becomes an overhead.
Okay.
So there's an overhead.
Another
for
mix.
Well, there's
3.
a overhead for Homelander now. So it's
That's
standing.
right.
There you
There's a
go.
low.
3 becomes my favorite, the bowling ball slide. Just rolls her out. I love how you're throwing her around and she just seems to like it.
Yeah, she's crazy.
And do keep in mind, we do have the cameo meter on full.
Yes, these
So-
moves would drain, but so I'm not having to reset it non-stop. We're showing you. And then she also has a throw. Like, she has a normal cameo throw, like in the
Yeah.
neutral, but when she's on your back, you get a throw.
Bonus throw.
So,
throw.
right, you have throws, overheads, lows, combo starters.
Everything.
A tremendous jump attack. But what if I said that's not all she can do?
Oh, what else is there, Steph?
Pain and Gain is back.
Buff.
Okay.
She stabs you. She can do it up to twice. You gain
Oh,
a damage
okay.
buff. And then armor when she's stabbing you.
Okay.
So that's something you can use if you don't kill yourself on
So it is
accident.
back.
But,
We've seen before.
yeah. And you can use the armor, if you predict an attack and you want to activate it. And then lastly, I think this might be my favorite thing about her. Instead of jumping on your back, she can do Peanut Gallery, where she comes out and
Oh, yeah,
cheers
yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
then
if you
she jumps on
successfully
your
attack,
shoulders,
you
right?
gain more super meter.
You see how the super meter
And you
really
can see
moves.
how exciting she is.
So it's a
hyping it up.
standalone
But
hype
if you
meter
get hit,
per
she
se.
gets sad and
Aw.
upset, and you lose meter
Ah.
instead.
So
Yeah,
we
she'll
were
literally
right
turn
in
red
my
and
reaction.
kind of pout.
I mentioned how it
Throw
seems
up
like
and
that
you
could be
have
some type
momentum
of
and
other
you start
buff, and I
in
guess
there and then,
so.
increase your
Exactly.
momentum.
So you don't need her
Yeah.
out to call her in. Okay, that's
So, I mean, basically,
clarified.
it's as simple as I said. You hit
Okay.
R1 and you become Ferrator from MKX.
Farrah at this
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
straightforward.
nice. Yeah, and I think she'll be
Dope.
great for maybe you're playing a character that doesn't have the best mix-ups. Now you do.
Yeah.
Awesome combo extensions, and she's just super entertaining to have on the fight. Like if you just want someone to give you good vibes and
Support you.
right there you
bring
go.
her back.
I like
her
how
be
she
in the-
tries to keep
Fully
up with you.
playable.
Yeah.
It's so
Tor.
fun. So that's Farrah.
Awesome.
Great.
Pretty
Thank
simple.
you so much. Farrah also coming to
Do we get a date?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
No date.
Well, that's about it for the day. But we do
Except-
have
Bummer.
87 on it crack, but I'm not